Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Taylor Complaints Comedy Podcast. I'm your host, Taylor Perez. I hate doing these sometimes. I never know what to say. I have a list of things to say. I have a list of things that I want to talk about. I never know what I'm going to say. There's protests going on in Santa Ana that I support. There's protests going on in LA that I support. My grandparents are here illegally. I guess they're like, I don't know. I don't know what's real and what's not real. All I know is that I've seen the protests. Hold on, snore time. I have to I make my dad noises and I have to press the mute button. And this is my second time trying to record this because I'm having a bad voice day. Having a bad voice day. I don't know. Sometimes my voice sounds weird. I have to like push it and inflect it more. I hate it. But yeah, self-loathing. I hate everything about myself. But yeah, no, my grandparents are here legally, and they've been given citizenship, but I've been told that could be taken away. I don't know. They're 90 years old. No one's moving a 90-year-old. They're not doing anything. When you guys elected this piece of shit, it was supposed to be, hey, they're taking the criminals. I don't know how you find out who's a criminal and who's not a criminal if you're not documented. You know what I mean? Like, how do they have documentation of? I don't know. I don't know how that works. You know what I mean? Maybe they just you don't have a fucking social security number. How do you pull up? Mexicans all have this, we all have the same name. I have my last name's Perez, but I look white as snow. My dad's Mexican, full Mexican. His parents are here illegally. I have like seven aunts, and then they have like 90 kids apiece because they're like chihuahuas. Just can't stop pumping them out. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird time because I think that we might be careening towards a civil war, not even headed towards it. This weekend is the June 14th protests. There's supposed to be there's supposed to be almost 1,600 protests worldwide for the ICE stuff. I don't know. I don't. Here's what I don't understand before I snort again. And I got to make sure that I look down and make sure I press the button because it's a red button that beeps, and then I hit it and then I go, and I make some dumb or horrific noise that you would only give your dad horrible looks at for doing. I don't know. So I don't know how like an ICE agent is a job. I feel like people should follow them home and like harass them at home. Like your job essentially is to take someone out of the country that came here illegally, which whatever, dude, like I don't know, it's land. Technically you can I don't know, like some invisible border on the ground that we own, you know what I mean? It's kind of dumb. It's kind of dumb. Uh I've never looked at someone and wondered if they're here legally or not, just because I don't think that it affects me that much. I go to work, I pay taxes on my paycheck, and then I come home. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. There's a guy parked on his lawn. Okay, Mexican. Um, it doesn't affect me, dude. Like, I make fun of everybody. I make fun of Mexicans. I make fun of black people. I make fun of Asians. I make fun of Middle Eastern people. It just is what I do. I don't understand. I don't get the illegal shit. I don't think a human being can be illegal anywhere. Like, we're all human beings. We all go through shit. We all have stuff that happens. Like, why? And I understand why am I speaking about this? Why are we talking about this? A comedy podcast? Of course, it's a comedy podcast, but like, I don't know. I think it's important to address that. Like, I don't think that anyone's illegal. I think that's a very, very dumb platform to stand on, and I think it's gross. I think it's gross to go to work every day and your job is to take people away from their families back to a foreign country that they've been removed from for X amount of years. I don't know. Just weird. It's especially when they've worked so hard to build a life here. It's not like they're all on government assistance. You know what I mean? I think we should do away with government assistance. There should not be government assistance. Here's what it is. It's like having a food allergy. If you have a food allergy, then you just, you know what I mean? You just die. If you need government assistance, you just die. I don't I don't like it. Because everybody on government assistance has an iPhone. How'd you get an iPhone? How did I thought an iPhone is supposed to be it's supposed to be an object that you go to work for X amount of hours for, and then you put aside that money every time you go to work. I don't know. I don't want to work. I don't want to go to work. Food stamps and EBT. That's where I fucking think we need to stop. We need to get rid of that shit. I hate government subsidies. I hate it. I hate the pandemic relief. I hate all kinds of relief. Just make the minimum wage, like just make that go up. Because I serve, I wait tables. Um, I'll make more money. I make more money base and take home, and then I would still take home the same amount of tips. I would be stoked about that. I just don't understand EBT. I don't understand food stamps. Like it doesn't make sense. It's like I don't know. They should at least put a cap on it. Like this is how much money you're allowed to make on food stamps for your whole life. Get it together, figure it out, get the or I don't know. Or I don't know. Get the fuck out. I don't know. I don't know where you'd go. I don't know. I don't know where you're getting the fuck out of. Out of the food stamp line. This is for people who need it. They lost their job, their dad died, the main provider of the house passed away, and then you get X amount of time to get over that, and then you get put back on whatever fucking government you get off. They take you off. I We can't keep doing this food stamps forever shit. I can't. Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. It's gonna drive me nuts. Everybody on food stamps, you all have screen doors. I know screen doors. As soon as you wander into a fucking neighborhood with screen doors, you're in the wrong neighborhood. Start to hear mariachi. You're like, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. All right. You look at the nearest titty bar. It says the Gaza Strip. You're like, oh, Gaza Strip. I got to get out of here. There's a kid showing his wiener in my neighborhood, and I got to call CPS. Hear me out. I got to move again. By the way, we're moving again. I this fuck these. I'm moving. Me and the cats. I'm taking them. I can't live here anymore. There is a family that lives across from us. Their kid has been walking around and pulling his wiener out and manipulating it. You know what I mean? He's like 3 or 4 years old. First of all, where are your parents? Second of all, how'd you learn to do that? I don't. The second question is terrifying to me. How did you learn to do that? A little kid. Wait, how long have we been speaking for? 9 minutes, 43 seconds. How did you learn to do that? Where did you learn to grab that thing and do? And it's terrifying to me because the only thing that needs, and it's unprompted. Like we'll be walking to our cars, like me and my neighbors, and this kid shows up with his wiener out, and we're just, like, I cannot run fast enough in the opposite direction. I am terrified, terrified, because like all the parents need to do is walk outside, see that, and that's bad. It's allbad.com. You know what I mean? It's terrible. So I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I've been looking at apartments. Actually, they're not that. I'm not gonna get as big of an apartment for what I'm paying now, but I don't care. I can't be around this anymore. And there's a lady that keeps her dog on the balcony, and the dog just pees on the balcony. So now it just smells like pee in my apartment complex, and I feel poor. And I'm not poor. How do I know? Because I hate poor people. I don't want to be among them, live with them, talk to them, and acknowledge them because they don't know how to behave. They're gross. Screen doors. They're screen door people. If you have a screen door, probably poor. It rhymes. It's probably someone's campaign platform. If you have a screen door, you're probably poor. Uh, so yeah, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. It's not complimentary to my lifestyle. I want to live like kind of by the triangle. Triangle's like this place. It's like where the intersections meet at the end of the 55 freeway in Southern California. And like there's a lot of nice establishments there, and it'd be cool to have some walkability from where I'm at to where my house is. You know what I mean? AKA, I can get really fucked up and walk home. I I've never been able to do that. I've never been able to get super fucked up and walk home. I'm usually like, yeah, I can only have 1 or 2 beers because I got to drive home. You know what I mean? That sucks. It would be cool to have the option. I'm not saying I need to get fucked up. I mean, depending on who I decide to take home, yeah, I would need to be fucked up. I'm not gonna harpoon a whale sober, I'll tell you that much. Um, I saw Dangerous Animals the other day. It is terrible. It was terrible. It's my fault for like thinking a shark movie was gonna be good. I keep thinking like The Shallows, Deep Blue Sea, The Reef. Like there's situations where I've seen horror movies with sharks in it they went so well. I was so happy with everything that happened. Not lately. I'll tell you this, not lately, because these movies are terrible. So it's like a neutered version of a horror movie. There's two shark deaths in the whole thing, and it doesn't really show any sharks. It's just it's a movie about how sharks are not the monsters that people think they are. It's very preachy and I hate it and I don't like movies like that. Like when South Park used to try to be really offensive, but then at the end they're like, "But this isn't that good," and blah blah blah. Like just be offensive. I don't want to lessen. We all know we more regular people with regular morals, we all know that like this is bad. Sharks aren't. We know if you go in the ocean, that's where sharks are. You might get bit. Probably not because sharks don't like humans. They just think you're a seal and you get bit. People probably die more from car accidents than they do from sharks every year. I know. I know they're not bad. I don't need to be told that in a movie though. If I go to see a shark movie, I want to see a shark bite a man's dick off immediately. A man goes to a doctor for a circumcision. Doctor says, absolutely. You should have gotten this done when you were a kid, but I get it. Different religious beliefs, different upbringings. So the doctor brings the guy to a harbor and has the shark bite the tip of his dick off. That's how I want my shark movies to be. I don't understand how hard that is. So I've been having really intrusive thoughts when I'm driving in the like in my car on the fucking highway or on side streets because I don't know where this group comes from, but there's a group of bicyclists and they're all and like when they need to make a left, when you if you ride a bike on the road, you get on the fucking sidewalk and you cross in the turn the crosswalk. You don't get to use the turn lane. Dressed in your leotard and your weird helmet. I involuntarily I've been having these outbursts. I see one of them and I'm like like an old car is trying to start. Then I see another one. I'm like, but I see 10 of them I'm like, pussy. I can't help it. It's an involuntary. I don't mean to do it. It's involuntary. I see these people and it just pussy like a sneeze. Like there's 10 of them and then they're on a bike lane and they have a group together. It fills me with so much rage. I can't let people have fun. I can't let this happen. Stop having fun. Why are you smiling so much? I can't let this happen. It's 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 far beyond my comprehension how you can get a group of 20 people on bikes and you guys look so fucking gay. You look like the gayest group of people and not homosexual. You look gay like we would call things gay in the 90s at the skate park. You know what I mean? Tucker can't ollie. He's gay. Example one. Um, Not homosexual. But you guys in your gay leotards and your stupid helmets, it should be legal to hit you. It really should. But I drive by and I look at you and it just pussy. I don't mean to say it. It just comes out. And I need to get that checked out by a doctor. Ice raids, bike lane, call outs at work. People at my work are just calling out left and right. I'm gonna get fired at my job. I'm gonna get fired because I can't keep allowing people. So this broad shows up 30 minutes late the other day, rolls up on her phone, rolls up on the phone. I'm not even a manager. I'm not a manager. I don't want to be a manager. I get in her face. I'm like, hey, you're late. Hey, get off the phone. You're late. You're 30 minutes late. That's like that person is someone else's relief. That's like the only way that other person gets to go home that's been at work all day is if this stupid bitch clocks in on time and then takes on the floor the section that this other person was working before she got there. She rolls up 30 minutes late on her phone. It drives me insane. It drives me insane. I I understand domestic violence. You know what? I understand it. I understand workplace violence. No, workplace violence, I understand. Not domestic. Domestic, you're already at home. I don't understand getting home, seeing your like loved one and just popping them in the head for no reason. But this lady at work, yo, popping fresh. This was a fresh pop. I could have just boom, you know what I mean? Get off your fucking phone. You're 30 minutes late and you clearly don't give a shit. So I support workplace violence. We should be able to hit people at work, especially this lady, arguably a midget. Arguably, listen, hear me out. 4'11", and you have the audacity to act like that. I don't, doesn't make sense to me. If I was that short, I would shut up. Speaking of short, hold on, what's this? Yeah, I'm not bringing you shit. Sorry, getting text messages. So, yeah, no, I don't get it. I don't understand. Showing up to work. I don't care if you show up to work late, but it like affects me. I get upset. You know what I mean? Elon Musk versus Donald Trump. This is, they're both idiots. They're both dumb, but I really do think that it's awesome that Elon was like, hey, Donald Trump was in the Epstein files. That's the only reason that you're not going to get the logs opened up to you. I thought that was great. I thought that was really great. Um, Hilarious. Hilarious, even. Sorry, I got thrown off. I got thrown off. I got to pause this. I'll be right back. You're recording progress. Yay, we're back. Okay, so yeah, Elon Musk, Donald Trump. So I got thrown off. Every time I get thrown off, I got to pause it because if I keep going, I get thrown off, and it's just I have too much ADD to like just jump back on the rail. Uh, so dudes' heights are now being broadcasted on Tinder. That's like a thing that you have to fill out as a man. That never bothered me. I don't care. People, I mean, women, it's like a big, like there's like a bunch of ladies on TikTok now that are like Joe Rogan's 5'3", and like I don't know, who cares? I still love Joe Rogan. I know his political beliefs are like not the best, but I don't know. I like Joe Rogan. I don't understand why. No, I mean, I guess height, you want someone that's taller than you because if you end up with someone that's not, you start to feel like you're the domineering presence in the relationship. I guess it's like hunter-gatherer. It's like the last bit of primitiveness that we have as a species, and that's like women, you know what I mean? We used to like bonk stuff on the head, drag it back to the cave. Woman would cook it, you know what I mean? I don't know. I didn't exist back then. That's what I assume would happen. I don't care. If a woman doesn't want to date you because of your height, who cares? Who gives a shit? It's not, oh, stupid bitch. You know what I mean? She'll probably do something in her life to be indicative of that insult. But not liking you because your height is not one of those things. You know what I mean? I'll probably do one of those things that'll be indicative of that insult. Height is not, I don't care. I mean, I don't care how, listen, I don't care how tall a lady is, but if you're wide and all outside, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? I don't want to be with someone with no self-control. You know what I mean? Just sits there, I love mayonnaise, and just eats it. Eats it. I don't want that. I want someone who like genuinely has discipline and cares about their body. But that's not everybody. That's not everybody. You know what I mean? Some of you fatties are running around looking like zoo animals that escaped, and that's fine. And then you guys are telling the short guys you want to date them. Good for you. Good for you. I don't care. Doesn't bother me. Some guys get really mad, dude. Some guys get so fucking mad about these chicks caring about their height. Who cares? Why do you care about someone that doesn't want to date you? Let's see. You find someone attractive, you try to date them, they don't want to date you back, so they're a dumb bitch. I don't see that weirds me out because you should not want anyone that doesn't want you back. You know what I mean? Let's say you text message someone and they leave you on red. They don't respond. That person doesn't want to talk to you. You don't have to text them in like 100 times and be like, "Where are you? Why don't you text me back?" They don't want to talk to you. They saw your message and they're doing something else. I don't understand all of the internal turmoil that goes on with that. Like now, oh, it's about you. Well, what she likes him better. She likes, okay, so if even if you did get cheated on, who cares? Go date somebody else. Why is this that big of a deal? Why I'm not saying you can replace everybody, but like you can move on from everything in your life. Your brain's chemically attached to someone, they associate them with happiness because you've been around them for so long. So go through the motions of like letting that person go and find someone else. Why are we why are we in this constant shitty battle of dating people that don't want to date us or trying to talk to people that don't want to talk to us? Just fucking find your people and that's it. Stop being weird. Stop making it weird. It's sad. It's getting sad. Guys, I'm talking to you. You're the only ones that do this shit. It makes me sad. There's this pussy that I work with at work. Every time him and his girlfriend fight, he shows up to work like this. doesn't say anything, stone face. He's such a pussy. And it pisses me off because I know it's this chick ruining his whole day because he has the backbone of a jellyfish. You should be the own source of your happiness. The only reason I don't know where I don't know where this podcast turned into a self-help, but you should be the arbiter of your own happiness. If a woman or a man is the source of your happiness, you're a wimp and you need to figure that shit out because there's valuable shit inside of you that you should be more cognizant and acknowledging of rather than give your whole identity and source of happiness to somebody else. I'm not saying that it's not a bummer if you break up with someone. Clearly, it's a bummer. I know. But, like, that's not your whole life. That was years of your life, and now that's gone, and you can still be happy. You just have to be a fucking stand up human being, get up, go do stuff, get your mind off of it, and eventually you'll be fine. Just knock it off with the I don't know what to do. They did this, they did that. You have issues. You're too focused on the other person. They made a choice, they made a decision. Now you deal with it. Deal with it. They left you on red. They don't want to talk to you. Deal with it. All you can do is worry about you. Quit being a wimp. Telling you right now. That shit bugs me. So I was reenacting Roots the other day. So I'm going through Instagram and I saw Roots and it was don't worry, I'm gonna do it. Uh, I saw Roots. The movie Roots is like a slave movie. It's about a slave master. He buys this slave named Toby, and Toby be good for massa. Toby be good. Toby be good boy, boss. I'll be good. And just the slave owner goes, "That's okay, Toby. You're a good boy." And I was thinking to myself, I don't know why I do this in my head all the time. I'm gonna get a cat named Toby just so I can do that. You know what I mean? I get home, be like, "Oh, what's going on, Toby? You're a good boy. That's okay, Toby." That's the whole reason I want a cat. I want another boy cat, and I'm gonna name him Toby, and then I'm just, you know what I mean? Who said you could go outside, Toby? You're an indoor boy. Just fucking you. Just it just it's a cat. Obviously, it's racist, right? Slavery. I'll never see slavery in my life. No one will ever see slavery in the time that we've all been alive. It's okay to joke about. It's fine. I'm telling you right now, you can joke about slavery. It's fine. As long as you're not like, I don't want to be friends with this person because they're this. That's stupid. But if you want to call your cat Toby and whip it, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Move. People coming back from me being canceled. Oh yeah, dude, we're not canceled anymore. Everybody's come back. The whole group of people that I was bummed about losing is back. They've all reached out. We're all friends again. It's fine. I don't care. I want you guys to know because this person was very trepidatious to reach out and they felt a lot of guilt. There's no guilt, dude. You don't have to feel bad. You don't have to feel guilty. I've got the people back. Then I was like, oh man, this sucks. I mean, there might be no, there might be like one dude left. But like I told that dude not to talk to me again. So he's not coming back. But everybody else, they're back. Everybody's back. The gang is back. I'm happy about it. It's fine. We're gonna be okay. Um, I never stopped doing this anyway, and I'm never gonna stop doing this. Um, it's nice to be on my own. It's nice to not be a part of a community. Communities kind of suck. I feel like you compare yourself to everybody and like the success that they're doing and what they're doing, and then you're influenced by them a little bit. It's nice to be doing my own thing where I just review whatever I want to review. I talk about whatever I want to talk about. I could say whatever I want, and then what the fuck is anybody going to do about it? Even though that's always been the case. It's always been the case. No one's going to do anything about anything. Like, come find me at Irvine, California, where I work. Say it to my face. You won't. You won't. But yeah, no, being canceled, it's not a thing anymore. I saw a movie the other week called Bring Her Back. 9.5 out of 10. One of the best movies I've ever seen. It inspired me to write a book. I'm going to write a book that is equally dealing with loss and grief. I've always been very loss and grief oriented just because I think it's one of the most palpable human emotions because it can drive you to do the most horrendous shit. The movie, I don't want to ruin it. I feel like anything that I'd say about this film is going to ruin it, but it's from the people that did talk to me. They made a movie about this this lady, she loses her daughter, so she is in turn now trying to bring her daughter back. But she's also adopting kids during this process, so she's bringing everybody through this whole ordeal with her, and it has horrible results. So I'm writing a book about a man who loses his wife. He's a rich man because I hate rich people. So he's about him. It's about a man who loses his wife. He has everything. He can solve every problem, but he could not save his wife from dying from cancer. So he loses it, and he finds women that have different parts that remind him of his wife in different ways. Like one of them has, like, oh my God, you have her jawline, you have this, you have that, you have this, you have that. So the guy finds these people, takes their jaws off, takes all these body parts off, and makes this huge Frankenstein monster in the middle of his living room of these people to try to bring his wife back. And through the delusion of his loss, he thinks that this actually will come to fruition at the end. And through all these grisly acts of violence at the very, very end, he has sex with it. He has sex with it and realizes that it's just this pile. The thing that he has made is a mirror of his own ugliness. This is who you are. As a person, this is who you've always been, and the best part of you is gone. So now you're only left with what a piece of shit you are, and the book will just end. And I love that. It's everything that I've ever liked in anything. It's got grief. It's got this bleak ending. It's like almost nihilistic, but it's definitely like a weaponized directive towards it's class warfare. It's class warfare. It's me, middle class, like shitting upward. I am doing a handstand. My butt is pointed up, and I'm trying to two girls, one cup this and shoot this stream of poop as far into the air as I can. So I'm writing a book. I don't know what it's going to be called. I think Greatest Hatred, because Greatest Love, True Hate, something. I don't know. I don't know. Greatest Hatred, now saying it out loud kind of sounds stupid, but like Greatest Love, Greatest Hatred. I'm trying to put like true love, but like it's not love that we're seeing, right? And I want I don't know. I want the name of the book to give away everything once you've read the book. If that makes any sense. I'm being stupid. This is a stupid person writing a book. I'm not literary. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I was terrible in high school. I even know a little bit of college. Oh my God. What do you want? She always does this. You always do this when I do these things. You always come over and you're gonna jump all over everything. I love you though. I love you. You're so fluffy. I love you, sweetheart. Monster Palooza just happened. I think that horror conventions are the saddest. They're some of the saddest things you can ever go to as an adult. It's people waiting in line to talk to the dude that did the voice from Scream. And then the guy that did the voice from Scream's like, I'm only doing this for an hour and then I'm leaving. Like, who are you, dude? Douchebag, David Arquette, fucking Matthew Lillard. Who gives a fuck about Matthew Lillard? Why do people care about meeting these people? They come in horror t-shirts. Listen, I like horror movies more than as much as the next guy. It's like my whole life. But I'm not wearing horror t-shirts. It's so gay. I'm not doing that. It's I don't want to look like a 12-year-old, dude. I don't want to look like a Hot Topic like threw up all over my body. It's sad. I don't want to do that. And I know this sounds like judgment. It's a comedy podcast. If you're offended, I don't know what to tell you. I like horror movies. I like people that like horror movies, but like when you dress up like Art the Clown every day, it's sad. It's sad. Get a life. It's weird. Super weird. Um, Guy gives kids money and makes their dreams come true. But what if he trolled them? What is that? Oh my God. We have this Make-A-Wish thing at work. These kids will come in and we'll take them. It's like their final. No, that joke doesn't make sense. I paid $20 for a movie ticket. It's 22 bucks for a movie ticket now in Orange County, California. I go to the Irvine Spectrum because I'll go watch a movie and then I'll just go to work. So Irvine Spectrum, I'll go to a movie and I'll go to work. I don't. Who's deciding it's $25 for a movie ticket? I used to pay $25 to go see like an IMAX. This is just like regular ass prices. I'm going to see a movie in a shitty chair that makes my butt hurt, makes everything that I'm wearing crawl into my butt crack. and it's terrible. It's like a crab. My body acts as a crab shell for my clothes, and they just sucked up. And then I get up afterwards and stuff. I'm dripping. I'm dripping because I gotta pull everything out. It's a small orifice it gets sucked into, and I gotta pull it all out of me. I hate it. Which one's stickier, my body or the movie theater floor when I'm done? I don't know. I have no idea. Movie tickets are way too expensive. Strife showed his penis in my Discord, and it's not my Discord anymore. It is not my Discord. It's now his. It belongs to him. It belongs to him. I relinquish all rights and properties of this Discord to this man. He thought that the not safe for work section was for his penis. Of course, my penis is in there too, so I get laughed at. I get laughed at. You know what? It's fine. As long as I've created a place where people can just do whatever they want and be weird, I don't care. I don't care. And that might look weird to other people, but listen, if you don't get it, you don't get it. You don't have to come. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to be weird. It's just a place for me and my people. And sometimes they get wild and they post weird pictures of themselves. I don't care. I'm not uncomfortable with other people's bodies. I don't care. It's not provocative. I'm not like, oh, look at that. Oh, I've never. That's not true. I did a Victoria once. Um, but yeah, it's a place people go. It can be safe. It is what it is, and it's not that weird. It's my Discord. If you want to be invited to the Discord, let me know. It's not just genitals. There's like horror movies. We talk about video games. Actually, I think like once a week it's about genitals, and then like it goes dead, and then like a horror movie conversation will spark up. Something else will spark up. It's not bad. It's not a bad place to be. I like it. I like that I've created a place where people just feel comfortable enough to, you know what I mean? Be themselves. Be weird. Obviously, if you post anything weird, just make sure that there's a spoiler thing on it so people can make the decision to look at it or not look at it. Don't just be willy-nilly posting stuff without the spoiler. Make sure the spoiler's on there. Um, Movies I saw this week, Violation, that sucked, but it had a huge wiener in that, like a to his belly button. It was moving on its own. It's gross. Violations on Tubi. Species not as good as I thought it was. It's not as good as I thought it was. I Forrest Whitaker ruins that movie because he's like, I can sense other people's feelings. Shut up, dude. Yeah. He plays an empath. He calls it an empath. Dude just got he plays a dude that was beat up a lot in high school. That's who he plays. The Last of Us season 2 sucks, and they're making season 3 be all about Abby. And I knew they were going to do this because they did it in the game. Um, so they're making season 2. They rushed season 2. They rushed like the first all of it because they got hung up on an episode where they should have just fucking I don't know. I feel like they misused their time a lot in that show. There's no zombies in it. There's like 3 episodes with zombies in it. It was insane. I don't. Second one had zombies. The third, I don't know. One of the ones where they're running in a train, and that's it. No more zombies. Season 3 is supposed to be about Abby, and it's supposed to all be about Abby. She's supposed to be the star of that series. I can't wait for that. That sounds amazing. I'm not watching it. I'm not watching. I probably will. I probably will. Memorial Day joke. Oh yeah, Memorial Day. Uh, I I went around telling this joke that nobody liked. I was like, why do we celebrate people who aren't good at their jobs on Memorial Day? You die, so we remember you. Like, I'm not. You came back without a head. You clearly aren't good at your job. Veterans Day, I get. They came back. They won. Veterans Day, they won. Memorial Day, you didn't even win. Saving Private Ryan. Where's your arm? Where's your leg? You came back with less than what you left with. We're not celebrating you. Yeah, nobody liked that joke. It's not worked out completely, but I appreciated it because it made a lot of people upset. My friend cheated on her husband. Listen, nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. People make mistakes. You make a mistake, you talk to someone, you figure it out, you let the other person like go through what they're gonna go through, and then they make the decision. It's not that big a deal. Like, I understand that like making bad decisions is a part of life. Nobody's perfect. But why every time somebody makes a bad decision, or like, how could you ever do this? How could you? It's like, do you not know that you're married to a human being and that human beings make mistakes? It happens. It literally happens. You make mistakes all the time, and it's fine. We forgive you and we move on because what are we gonna do? How insecure are we where we're just gonna like internalize and be like, it's because my dick's too small, it's because of this, because that's like, no, dude, like your dick's not too small for someone else. Like, just date a midget. And then you have the biggest dick in the entire world because you're dating a circus person. Um, I don't know, man. There's always stuff that you can do. There's always stuff that we could do to be better as people, but like, don't fucking make a mistake and then let somebody else make you feel like a piece of shit. You know what I mean? You cheat on someone, the best thing that they could do is be like, yo, this sucks. We're not okay. I'm gonna go do my own thing for a sec. Maybe they go to the bar, watch the game, you know what I mean? Talk it over with the boys. They come back, they're like, hey, I don't know if we go on with this, but like if you're dating someone that's like, you're a fucking bitch, I hate you, like that's not the right, you know what I mean? They burn your stuff. Like that's not the right, you're with the wrong person anyway. And sounds like you upgraded. You know what I mean? You're not gonna end up being with the person that you cheated with forever, but you're a human being. You make mistakes. Don't let somebody make you feel like that's who you are. That's just something that you did. You know what I mean? Who cares? You you just mistake. Bad head. I don't know why the fuck I wrote that. Bad head. Bad head. You should be I mean, you should be arrested for bad head. Like women who just we've all gotten it. We've all gotten it. Me when I'm younger. Now that I'm older, women know if I do a bad job at this, he'll never speak to me again. Yep. Yep. So now we've planted our feet firmly in performance. Okay? We are paying for performance. What the dinner bill was for perform um when I was a kid though, like nobody knew how. You know what I mean? You're 17, 16, 18, 13, 14, whatever. However old you were when you got blown for the first time, it was like they were trying to stick a whole microphone in their mouth. I don't know, trying to like dimensionally configure it to fit in there. It's like, come on, just it's scuba dive. Hold your breath, take the tube. It'll give you, and then come up for air when you need it. You're a stingray. Um, Kanye West writes another Hitler song. He does. Kanye West keeps writing Hitler songs, and it's weird. I don't like it. This one. The chorus is "Hail Hitler." It's weird. And it's not him doing it. It's like a. I think it's like old. Oh shit, we gotta go. It's like old. Help me out. Somebody help me out. It's like old audio from the old marches, and it's like "Hail Hitler." The moral of the story is stop listening to Kanye West. I think it's fair to say that we don't have to listen to him anymore. He doesn't have that many bangers where like we need to listen to this guy. We need to listen to his music. I don't know what else to say. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves, please. This will be out tomorrow on Friday. I'm recording it on Thursday. I got to go to work. I got a cat stuck to my lap every time I do this. That's where she comes. I love you. Thank you for your patience with the podcast. Shout out to Stephanie. Thank you for letting me talk about you last week, even though you were not on the pod. You were on the pod, even though you weren't on the pod. Everyone thinks you're crazy. The Cardi B nails thing was insane. You're insane. I love you. Everybody take care of yourselves. Be good. If you're going to protest, be safe. They're not riots, they're protests. Make sure you get reliable sources of information from the news. I love you. Bye.